Okay. Hello. I am watching Never Been Kissed and just laying here covering up. It snowed today, so I'm covering up a lot. I'm in the living room. Just wanted to tell you guys about a story that we had in that had happened to us in Burns Lake when I lived in Burns Lake in the duplex. I used to live in a duplex when it was first built. I was living with my parents. We were living on the A side, and it was built for my family, and I was living on the A side with my parents and my family, and the other side, it was built for my sister Marlene, and she had kids and her family, and but after I moved out of there, I moved into the apartments when I got pregnant with Curtis, and I lived in the apartments for like a month, and then and my sister moved away, so I moved out of the apartments and into the B side of the duplex. And I lived there for since 1995 to 2005, so 10 years. When I had Curtis, I don't know, every time I lived there, like even when I lived in the A side, stuff always happened around the house, and paranormal activity and stuff, and I believe in those, and don't judge. Yeah, I believe in those, and when I had Curtis, Philip, and Nolan, when Nolan was a baby, they kept running around, and I just finished cleaning up, and they kept running around, and they kept playing with the basketball, and in my house, like we had, okay, okay, here was the living room, and there was a big picture window, and then there was no wall in between the living room and the dining room, and there's like a big area, and then there was a wall around the kitchen, and then in front of the kitchen there was the door, the entrance, and then past the dining room there's like a long hallway, and then in between the hallway there's like on this side of the house there was my washroom. The other side there was a bedroom, and then another bedroom in the corner, and then there was my bedroom, the master bedroom. That was like way at the end of the hall. I had a walk-in closet, and the kids kept playing with the basketball. And after I finished cleaning up, doing the floor sweeping and mopping and stuff, I wanted to relax and watch TV. And when my baby Nolan, he was like a baby at the time, and I was trying to put him to sleep, and the kids kept running around, and so I grabbed that basketball, and I brought it into my bedroom, into the walk-in closet, and on top there was like a shelf, and there's I put a blanket around, and for the ball right in the middle of the blanket, just so it wouldn't roll off. So I did that. I closed the walk-in closet door. I closed all the doors, my bedroom, every door, and the washroom. When we open and close it, it creaked, and I made Philip sit on this side, on the right side of me, Nolan or Curtis on the left side of me, and I was feeding Nolan, and he was on my lap, and we're still watching a movie, and all we heard was like the washroom door open, and then it slammed. And we all looked down, and just right away we were like all just shaken up. And I was used to that stuff, and I always told the kids, like, if anything like that happened, don't be scared. And so they were shaken up, but they ignored it. And then it happened again, like, and we just looked at each other and like, okay, somebody's here, just say hi, leave us alone, we're watching a movie. So we sat there and we kept watching a movie, and then the scary thing about that, when we lived there, my sister lived on the other side, my sister Pearl lived on the other side, and that's where the kids' late dad was visiting, and visiting my sisters and my brothers while I wanted to relax. And so he was next door, and if I needed to call them, all I needed to do is just pound on the wall. And we're still sitting there watching a movie, and then next thing you know, I hear a slam. Nobody was in the house with us, just us. I hear a slam, and next thing you know, all we hear was a bouncing, the basketball bouncing. It's like bounce, 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 like all the way down the hallway, right in front of where we were watching the TV, right in front of me, in front of the TV, and we all sat there just like, and we all looked at each other and like, oh my God. And I reached over and I started pounding on the wall like so hard. Next thing you know, Terry come running around and he's like, what's wrong? And he knows when I pound that hard, like that fast and that hard, something's wrong. And he came running into the house. He's like, what's wrong? And I said, just grab the kids, let's go. And I was always told that if anything happened, or if there's like any ghosts or whatever, or spirits around, don't be scared of it and don't run from it. Because it'll take a piece of your soul. And I can't remember why they told me, but I ran from it, like we all ran from it. I'm like, let's go. And I grabbed the kids, Terry grabbed the kids, and we ran next door, and I was just shaken up. I was like on the verge of crying, and I didn't want to go back next door for a while. And I was telling my brothers and sisters, like, something freaky is going on in that house, and like, they're like, and it's like, we're used to it. Yeah, and that was freaky. Like, I thought that was freaky. There's like so many things that happened, and I could tell a few more stories about that. But I wanted to tell you guys that story. I've been wanting to, and I finally got the guts to talk to a camera, about it. So that was one of my freaky stories that happened in the duplex. Oh, hold on. Is that all you're going to be wearing?
What?
Is that all you're going to be wearing?
Yeah.
It snowed outside, so getting Philip to shovel. Wear a toque. Philip, wear a toque. Whose toque is that?
Probably Nolan's.
That brown one? Are you sure?
I think so. Nolan.
He doesn't know whose it is.
Is this your brown toque?
Isn't that Ryan's?
Is this it? Okay. I just use this one.
Ew, no. If you don't know whose it is, don't
How about this
wear
one?
it. Yeah, just okay with that. Tell him I said you could wear it. Anyway, yeah, that was one of my freaky stories. Okay, I'm gonna upload this and I will. I'm pretty thirsty, so I'm gonna have something to drink and see what other dreams or paranormal activity that happened around the house. I'll choose which one to tell you next. Okay? Check out the next video. Okay, bye.
Wow, that was just like Carrie. I thought you were going to kill us all.